Even as it is grappling with rising internal violence, Pakistan has tried to deflect attention once again by upping the ante against India. Pakistan People's Party chairperson and former Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto has now challenged India for a war. Speaking at a public rally in the illegally occupied Indian territory of Gilgit-Baltistan, Bhutto accused India of trying to use the Indus River as a weapon against Pakistan. Ruling out any compromise on the issue, he asserted that Pakistan was ready to fight a war against India.
हम आपको जवाब देंगे, हम सिंधु पे सौदा करने के लिए तैयार नहीं हैं, जंग लड़ना पड़ेंगे तो जंग लड़ने के लिए तैयार है.
After the dastardly Pahalgam terror attack in May last year, India had put the Indus Waters Treaty in abeyance, remember, linking it with Islamabad's support for cross-border terrorism. This was a big blow for Pakistan, as nearly 80 to 90% of its agriculture depends on this very Indus River system. The Indus Waters Treaty, remember, was signed back in 1960 following 9 years of negotiations. The three western rivers, Indus, Jhelum and Chenab, were allocated to Pakistan. Although the treaty allocated water from the eastern rivers of Satluj, Beas and Ravi for India's unrestricted use, the country lacked the infrastructure to stem the flow of the Ravi River into Pakistan. While Islamabad has written to India on multiple occasions requesting a reconsideration of the decision to suspend the treaty, New Delhi remains firm on its stance, stressing that blood and water cannot flow together. Now, this raises a bigger question. Can Pakistan afford to fight a war on two fronts? It escalated hostilities on its western front with Afghan Taliban in February this year, remember, by conducting airstrikes on the alleged TTP camps in Afghanistan's Nangarhar and Paktika provinces. This led to a series of attacks and counterattacks by both sides. Pakistan has been unable to stop Afghanistan's counter-offensive. For instance, on the 30th of June this year, Afghanistan conducted airstrikes on centers of ISIS allegedly operating in the Saranan area of Balochistan's Pishin district and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa's Kambar Khel and Garam Chashma areas. According to Afghan Taliban, these centers were used as a coordination hub to bomb Afghanistan, in which civilians were targeted and for sabotage attacks. Heavy casualties and material losses were reportedly inflicted on ISIS. Earlier this week, Pakistan got a shot in its arm with the US State Department supporting Pakistan's right to defend itself against terror attacks. It also claimed that the Pakistani people have suffered greatly at the hands of terrorists. However, America's stance has to be taken with a pinch of salt. If we look back in history, United States has turned a blind eye even when Pakistan facilitated the rise of Taliban and treated its takeover of Kabul as a major strategic victory. And therefore, America's verbal support is unlikely to automatically translate into any material support for Pakistan in case a war with India breaks out. Now, as far as a real conflict-like scenario is concerned, remember, Operation Sindoor serves as a reminder of how India's military prowess is far more superior than that of Pakistan. While a total of 6 Indian military personnel were martyred, over 100 Pakistani terrorists and soldiers were killed. And this is not all. India's air defense system successfully intercepted all incoming threats. India also successfully attacked 11 air bases of Pakistan, including the Noor Khan Air Base. Located barely 10 kilometers from Islamabad, this air base lies in close proximity to the headquarters of the Strategic Plans Division, the body that oversees Pakistan's nuclear arsenal. Subsequently, Pakistan's Director General of Military Operations, or the DGMO, reached out to his Indian counterpart, seeking a ceasefire. Owing to India's strikes, nearly 20% of Pakistan's air infrastructure was destroyed during the time. Now, in wake of this, the Asim Munir-led military establishment must embrace the ground reality. At a time when its army is unable to combat militants, it's fighting a war with Afghanistan, and it is facing a spate of protests in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir, more prudence perhaps is the need of the hour.